It's Sadia. How are you doing tonight? I wanted to come in here because the press-ons have been making sort of a big wave right now. And I wanted to make sure that everybody knew how to perform proper hand and nail care, and also make press-ons last a while, because we all know, like, we've all been to the store and like bought, you know, $4 press-ons and then they're just falling off all day and you have to re-glue them all day, and it's really awful. So I'm just going to give you some information. The very first thing, like hand care 101, is to make sure that your hands are very well hydrated. So this includes cuticle and nail. What I use is either this argan hair and skin oil. So these products, I talk about them a lot because they're really amazing, not just because I've partnered with the business, but because they are vegan. They are for all skin and hair types. They are all natural. They are just really incredible. So this particular product is a little bit heavier as an oil. It sits on the skin a little bit longer. So this is, a little bit goes a long way, like a drop or two, to oil your hands and nails too, and cuticles. Very important. So you can use that. I also use this on my lips. I really like it as a conditioning for my lips. This one, if you have, so Eden Arctic Rose Oil is the name of this one. If you have cracks, irritation, like a little eczema, any kind of just like minor abrasions, minor rashes, that kind of thing, this on it is very healing. It does have all natural antibacterial properties to it, so that is really helpful. If your lips are cracked, and peeling, this one. Also, this is great for hair growth. So I like to use that as a deep scalp and hair oil treatment overnight. Wash it out the next day. Do that a couple times a week, and my crazy processed hair likes it. Soaks it all up. Okay, so making sure that your hands and nails and cuticles are all hydrated before you even think about putting press-ons on. You should do that before, not right before, like a day before or like the morning of. And I always tell people, if you're going to apply press-ons, do it at night right before you go to bed, because you just want that to cure and like sit all night unbothered and really have that, 6 to 8 hours of just you not messing with them. Okay, next thing, a cuticle pusher. So with your cuticles and nails oiled, the oil has soaked in a little bit, but still, everything is nice and soft. You're going to use a cuticle pusher to push the cuticles back. So the cuticle is like the skin right here between like your real skin and like your nail. I don't really know how else to explain it. So you're going to push that back. Don't cut it, just push it. And make sure that all of your natural nails are trimmed short, very short. That's another important thing. All right. Trim short, does that. Okay. The next thing you're going to want to do is buff all the nails, like buff all the shine completely off the nails. Now, this is in the evening, like when you're getting ready to do your press-ons. Buff all the nails. I use an electric file to do all of mine. And by the way, in between, you know, using press-ons, you should be using like the oil and a nail strengthener. Because you are doing, you know, you are filing the nails and all of that. So you're going to have, I mean, it's minimal damage, but you're causing, you know, a little bit of unnatural sort of thing that you're doing. So anyway, you're going to buff all those nails, file off any shine. And the next thing you're going to do is use like an alcohol swab, or you can, you know, wash your hands, then use an alcohol swab, whatever, to get the dust off. Then you are going to use a product like this. IBD is highly, what do I want to say? It's got good reviews. So, that's a good one, right? How do I do this? Okay. So, it's called a gel bonder. So I use this after the alcohol swipe. Basically, I mean, it's a dehydrator, it's a bonder, it air dries. It's very fast. Then, if you're going to be doing glue, you can move on to your glue. So you have to have the right size press-ons. Your press-ons cannot, you know, go over the skin or go over the cuticle. If they do a teeny tiny bit, it's okay because you can file, you know, in between those areas. Beep, beep, beep. Like that. And that's all right. But if it's like a lot, then they're just going to pop off. And if you glue them on top of your cuticle, they're going to pop off. So any kind of lifting, that's not going to be good for them. So if you're using glue, the next thing you're going to do is take your correct size press-ons. And by the way, if you take good care of them, you can reuse them. Now, your press-ons should come pre-filed on the inside. If they're not pre-filed, file them. You're going to put the glue on the inside of the press-on, and then you're going to, you know, press it on. And you're going to hold it there, you know, 20, 30 seconds. Now, if you're fancy and you've got a little light, you could put it under the light. I find that that makes the drying time faster. And then you are going to want to go around and just make sure that everything is off the skin with a file. Now, if you're going to use polygel instead, this is what I recommend to a lot of people, because if you want your press-ons to last like a couple weeks, polygel is the way to go. It's very easy. There's a little learning curve, but for the most part, it's pretty simple. And I do have a video that actually really goes into detail about that, but let's go backwards. You've put this on. The next thing you're going to do is do your base gel and cure it under the light. And then you're going to do your nail extension gel. And all you do is you put a little pea-sized amount on the end of your real nail. And then, where did my fake nail go? I think I put it back. Anyway, you take a fake nail and then you put it on top of the pea, and then you squish it back all the way to the back. Not over the cuticle, but all the way to the back of your nail. Then you may have some excess around it once you've squished it. So you take your little brush, you take a little dab of slip solution, and you just clean off any goop. Okay? And then you cure it. I do all the nails on one hand first, and then I cure them. Depending on how opaque your fake nails are, you know, how thick the polish is. Like, for some reason, this color that I'm wearing right here, this like turquoisey color, it takes forever to cure. It takes let's see, 120, so probably 240 seconds. So 120 seconds twice. And that's a long time for me because normally it's just 120 seconds. So like these were 120 seconds, 240. Now, say you do accidentally have a little lift. It is okay. If you have a little lift, you can use glue, wherever the lift is. Press down, hold it, done. You don't have to mess with like going back with polygel or nothing like that. And then, you're going to cure everything really good. And then you're not going to put lotion on. You're not going to put oil on. You're not going to do anything like that. You're going to go to bed. Don't do dishes. Don't soak your nails. Do not soak your nails. Don't wash your face. Don't take a shower. None of that stuff. All right, guys. Let me know if you watched live or you're watching the replay, #replay. Thank you so much. Please share this if you feel like somebody could benefit. And I will talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye.